Hey YouTube. So I wanted to quickly talk about how humans eventually evolved and how society evolved. Back when the evolution was happening. So when evolution was happening, it was first the Homo erectus. Um I mean before then, sorry, okay, so before them, chimps, we had monkeys. Well, actually, it was rats, then monkeys, and then the monkey slash human, and then humans. So, just to clarify, we did not evolve from monkeys, but we share a common ancestor. So, the monkeys, so we had like the primates, and then the chimps, and then the humans. And then this is how we kind of evolved basically. So and then this is like modern humans, and then this is like other humans, and then so on. So that's kind of the gist of how evolution happened. And then now I just want to, but well, I mean, I'll get to how society evolved later on, but we had the Homo erectus first. So these guys were yeah, so it was these guys at first, which were known as the Homo erectus, and then we got to Homo sapiens, who were eventually standing upright. Um, so these guys were kind of standing upright, and then now before we then got to modern society, and then we got the modern humans. And then this video, I want to talk about how we got to this. So it was about 200,000 years ago when this evolution happened, and then the Homo erectus was about 500,000 years ago. So the way we started getting society is we started getting society by doing agriculture. So before the early Homo sapiens were just hunters basically. And then the Homo erectus and chimps and early humans were social creatures. They were bonding. They were also kind of making their own tools. Um and they were hunting together. But then but then they started and evolving basically. We started being better at this. And then after this we formed language. And it's not like language as of today. These are probably just phrases, sign language, nonverbal communication. So that's kind of what happened with the early humans, and then through that we started through these use of context, we started establishing trade between other humans. So we started establishing trade between other humans, and then we started doing domesticating animals such as horses, dogs, cats. I okay, so then that's kind of what we did. We also tried domesticating other animals, but they just didn't work out, you know. So that's kind of what we did. Um, and then afterwards we we started farming. Started farming, growing plants, and this was the agricultural era. So then this kind of led to agriculture, and then that was kind of the birth of society, basically. So agriculture is agriculture was the birth of society. And then from there we started doing trade, and then we started actually like we started having like a form um of common trade called money. And then society just kept on evolving and evolving from there, you know. So then we started having instead of caves, we started building houses, uh, boats, and then we started using transportation, boats, weaponry, food, so on. And then there was then there was also the horses. Um, that was like the transportation that we used. Horses, wagons. And then there's also like the spices. Spices, food. And we had the boats, the transportation, the horses, the wagons, and so on. And then we just kept on evolving, and we kept on evolving and evolving now to get society to where it's today. So this is what happened. The it started with being social early creatures. We started using our hands. And when we used our hands, we started like doing things that normal animals couldn't do. And then we started like dominating and cultivating our environment to kind of get this evolution. So and then this was like the communication that we had that we stood out from the animals to kind of make to kind of make to kind of like make society the way it is. So with that being said, you know, if there, you know, so we are pretty rare from other animals. We could do things that other animals can't. And this is because of our not because of our intelligence, you know, it was because of the way we evolved, the way we kind of used our instincts, the way our instincts kind of made us more intelligent, you know, and then that intelligence started evolving. So you know, there was no being like us. There was no civilization that was, you know, able to advance in this intelligence. So we humans are pretty special. And yeah, that's all I have. So I just kind of wanted to explain like how we kind of like from the how we became like when we started out from when we started out from monkeys, how do we how do we become like the species we are today? And then this was just due to our communications, our us being the Homo erectus being like social animals, and then hunting and gathering, and then we were able to just evolve from there pretty much. Yep, thanks for listening.